All right, I think we're up.
Hey,
Hey, hey.
we
Welcome back,
back.
everybody. This is episode 22 of the Weekly Anabolic. We're getting deep
Nice.
into these, man.
Yeah, dude.
This is almost half a year.
Really?
There's only 52 weeks in a year, so we're
This is the truth,
almost
man.
halfway.
Dude. Yeah, look at us.
Go us.
Not bad. Pat myself on the back there.
Yeah, episode 22. That's pretty crazy.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
We might have some goodies for you today. We actually have a really, really bad audit the internet kind of thing to look at today. It's really just looking at some kid pretty much die, while being alive. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
So we'll probably cover that pretty early in this podcast. But First things first, Brandon, what was your best and worst thing from today? From this week? What's the thing you've experienced today?
Yeah, I woke up now.
Oh my God.
The worst thing was definitely I did not train nearly as much as I wanted to. I got in between this week and last, I trained one time, which was not that cool. Yeah. Yeah. So I trained yesterday. We're back on. But yeah, dude, I had a string of days where I didn't train. Partially I was a little bit busy. I was kind of losing my mind over something. I wasn't losing my mind. I was a little bit distracted with something. And I was kind of waiting for Nick to drop me a new split. So I wanted to wait 2 days to get fresh, but then it was a couple days after and I was like, all right, I'm just going to go. So yeah.
Same.
But the best thing probably 295 for 3.
Nice.
On my RDL. Yeah.
There you go.
So that felt good, You
got it for 6 next time.
I think so. Yeah. I was thinking 5, but I'll raise you 1 and I'll take that 6.
Yeah. Go for 6.
Yeah. My pressing is feeling much better too.
Your what?
My pressing is feeling much better too. Also.
That's good.
I'm sorry.
I have pushed today.
Nice.
I'll be interested to see how that goes.
Okay.
I'm thinking it's going to be on the come up, but I have no idea. My sessions are so hit or miss.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll find out.
Yeah.
But what was I saying? Oh, do you find that you ever limit yourself by a rep that you want to hit? Say you go into a set and you're like, I want to get 6. And then you make it through 5 perfectly fine. And because that 6 is just what your goal was, you just completely throttle all ability and just make the 6th happen. You're like, oh, I did it.
It's definitely happened.
It happens to me all the time, which is why I don't like going into sets with, a rep target. And if I do, I like to make it a really stupid rep target.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just I don't know, the brain is so powerful with that. But if you go in with something that's kind of realistic, if you were going to pass it, it's super easy to let yourself throttle just to say that you achieved your goal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's I
mean, that's good. You went in and you hit what you wanted to, but you didn't hit what you could have done.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. There are times where I think a little bit differently about it, where I have a rep target and sometimes I'll say I want 7. And then other times I say I want to beat 6, which is a very subtle difference, but sometimes it can be the difference of throttling yourself, like you had said. I feel like the throttling comes more so from picking an objective number and trying to hit that. And then when I want to beat 6 or beat a number, sometimes I find it a little bit more competitive. but I haven't really thought too much into it until just now. You know what I mean?
Of course. Now,
But now that you say that, and yeah, now that you say it though, like I do think in my head, like because I have a logbook and I usually try to beat my logbook.
Right.
But there are scenarios where I think about I want 7, but then other times I'm like, I'm gonna beat 6. You know?
Yeah.
So.
I notice it a lot with something like a leg press or a hack squat. I'm like, okay, I want to get 10 reps on this. And so I'll get 10 reps. I'm like, perfect. And like rack it.
Perfect.
I got what I wanted.
Yes. Also true.
Like
yeah.
With something like I notice it the most with legs. Just because like with legs you can kind of keep pushing yourself.
Yeah, you kind of have
than you
one more
can like a chest movement or a pulling movement.
Yeah.
Where with legs, you know, if you really want another one, you can probably get another one if you're on like an externalized machine.
Mm-hmm.
Squats, it's not quite the same way, but kind of close. You're just running risk of injury pretty bad there.
Yeah.
But yeah, with something like a leg press or a hack squat, if you really want another one, you can kind of grind out another one. It'll just keep moving.
Yeah.
At least that's what I found. I enjoy that strategy sometimes, and I'll use that. So a lot of times when I go into like a set on that, I kind of have to tell myself a really stupid number and be like, just make it happen. Mm-hmm. And that's how I end up sitting there for like 8 minutes doing a set.
Yeah.
But they're fun. You know, those are the fun sets where you just try and grind out one more. And it just keeps happening. You're like, well, I got to do another.
Yeah. Yeah. You just kind of keep counting one over in your head, like you had said.
Yeah. It says my internet connection is unstable. Am I okay on your end?
You're good though. Yeah. You look fine on my screen.
Cool. Okay. Fuck the internet. What are you smelling?
Some fish oil? I don't know if it's good or bad. I took something last time. It does not smell like this. Smell? It does. Yes, it does.
And don't have it. No, that's a thing. Good fish oil you shouldn't be able to smell.
From outside?
Yeah. You shouldn't be able to smell it at all. It shouldn't have a smell or a taste.
Oh, it 100% smells. All right. Well then. No fish oil this morning.
Yeah.
Have you ever had oil of oregano?
No. Dude, I barely take creatine.
Yeah, me neither, honestly. But when I'm feeling like just like a wee bit like not sick, like I wasn't really feeling sick yesterday, but like my throat was feeling like a little like you know, I was like, is this thing like, is it not? Like I couldn't tell. Like sometimes I would swallow and I wouldn't feel a thing, and then other times I'd swallow and like I'd feel a little something, and I thought I was like super just in my head, you know what I mean? Like making it happen even worse. But then I took some oil of oregano and it was gone. Like almost like that same night last night. Like within like an hour of me taking it, like I had nothing. And I was like, okay. And I will. I don't know. It's happened to me before where I feel like a little something. I take this oil of oregano and it kind of works. So I don't know. I'm not into like stuff like that. And I feel really lame saying that, but like I don't know if it worked. I mean, I'm just calling a spade, you know?
You got that good oregano, huh?
I felt something and now I feel nothing.
And that's science.
Brady, best thing, worst thing, my dude.
Man, I don't really know if I have a best thing. I guess best thing isn't really in the gym, but I'm feeling a lot better because I started doing cardio every day. I'm kind of starting to tighten up a little bit, which is nice. Body comp's changing a little bit, and we're back down to 201 flat this morning. So I was kind of up near, like, I had a couple days where I was 205, 206. So we've slowly just like kind of tapered back down. We put cardio, and then kind of held food where it was. So we've come back down, which feels nice. I feel good. I'm really hungry. To be honest, I'm really hungry, especially at night. At night, I get super, super hungry, which is a good thing. That was kind of the goal, is to bring some hunger signals back and get in a good spot with my my nutrient uptake. So that's a good thing. I'm getting more stretch marks.
Bro, you weren't lying, dude. You were not lying.
Dude, that was so funny. Like,
goddamn. Yeah. So
I had to send that to you.
Brady's ass. And all of his Barney stretch marks.
Oh my God, they're so bad.
They're like dark purple, dude.
Yeah. It's really,
believe it or not, I actually did a small blog post on stretch marks.
I remember.
Like, that was like my first blog ever, because I was just like joking around. But the dark purple ones are actually, like, that just means that they're fresh. The color is just indicative of the stage that you're in. So like deep purple, and then it kind of fades away. Yeah, man. I don't have that blog post up still, so you can't go and reference it now.
Well, I was gonna post that on my Instagram, but
Haley was like, "No."
So like, I've got WhatsApp up on my computer screen, right? And I had already shown her the photo, and then I sent it to you, but I was on my phone, but it was up on my, and she's like, "Did you really send that?"
For those of you that are interested, Brady's gonna start an OnlyFans in the next couple months here.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to see his stretch marks in all of their glory.
I figured out how to look thick.
Yeah. Honestly, if you just shaved your ass, you have it.
However, weird thing that I think I noticed the most in that photo, my quad was popping.
Dude, I was gonna say that sweep dough.
Like, my leg looked huge.
I was gonna say that sweep dough.
Yeah, like
pretty nice.
That felt good. I was like, my legs are getting bigger. But yeah, after every single leg day, it gets worse. Every single one. Like, it started with just like a couple super small, just like right on the ass cheek, and then it's just like stretched down my legs, and now it's like going down through my hamstring, and it, I wasn't gonna show this, but it like wraps all the way around to like the inside of my legs, because my adductors.
Oh, you got some adductor stretch too?
Oh, that's where it all started. That's where like the original stretch marks were, and those are like huge.
Word.
Like,
damn.
They're like in thickness. They're like this long, but they're like this.
Really?
Oh my God, they're so bad.
Wow.
They're so bad.
I'll take your word for it, Brady.
Yeah, I'm not gonna show you that.
Thanks for not sending me a front shot.
Yeah. But so that's pretty cool. I'm still waiting on the day that maybe I get a stretch mark in like my upper body.
Your chest cool. Or something, or bicep.
Yeah, I'd be pretty proud of that.
Yeah.
But no. So all of my weight gain has gone to my ass.
Mm-hmm. Getting thick, boy.
Thick, coming for wellness 2022.
It's a sickness.
But yeah, so worst thing. I've
got stretch marks on my ass.
Nah, I don't care about them.
Yeah, no.
I don't care about them. Man, it's between two things. It's like either my RDL top set just like didn't happen yesterday,
Yeah.
Which is so weird. I was just so distracted, you know. I was super thrown off by the people that were around me. Which has been a problem recently is I've had a really hard time just like tunneling. Because like I know when people are waiting for like a rack. And I hate being the guy that just like takes a rack for forever. Because I know I get annoyed when somebody takes a rack for forever. So I start like rushing my warm-ups, and then I start rushing my sets. And then while I'm holding like the weight in my hands going through my set, I'm like, oh, they're definitely just waiting for me to be finished.
Yeah. Yeah, like drooling over it. Yeah.
Right. And so I just I completely like check out of the set. It just goes to shit. Which
your first rep was so nice.
I know, it was so easy.
Yeah, easy.
I'm very.
And then the second one, you just like went down and then just let go.
Yeah, I went down. I was like, I think I'm just gonna set it down.
Yeah.
I will say though, like the pattern didn't feel very good. Like I just didn't feel very like locked into my pattern, and I think it's because I just couldn't like get into the set at all.
Yeah.
So when I went down, like just none of the feelings felt right, like through my feet or through my hands or through my glutes. You know, just none of it felt like it was working the way it was supposed to. So I just kind of set it down.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Now there was more to that where I was like, okay, I set it down. We're gonna reset, just like briefly, and pick it back up off the floor. And I went to do that, and then I was like, nope. like I got all the bar bend and like flex out of it. And I was like, nope, you set it back down.
Did you know on your way down on that second rep that you weren't going to come back up with it? Like before you even went down? Yeah. Because it seemed like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I already knew. Yeah. So it was what it was. But yeah, then I downset it at 4 plates, and I know I've been going through this really weird shift recently in my training where like I've had a lot of fun just like trying to be strong as fuck. But there's also a part of me now that's like I kind of just want to bodybuild. You know, like I want to move reps like a bodybuilder, you know. And I don't want to say just like focus on sensation or any of that shit.
It gets squeezy with things though.
Yeah, but have a little bit more intent behind my movements besides just moving.
Yeah.
You know, because I've gotten strong and it's done me really well. But I think I'm also kind of getting to a point where I don't know if I can break the mental barrier of going, okay, 5 plates is getting a little bit ridiculous. You know, like how much further can I actually take this right now?
Yeah.
And
you're like in the pits right now.
Yeah, it doesn't help that I haven't like pushed weight, like my own body weight, in fucking like 2 months. Like we hovered at like 200 for a couple months now.
I was gonna ask. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so we haven't like pushed weight. I haven't, you know, pushed food or any of that stuff. So I'm not getting the extra energy back. And we've been doing a lot of adjustments with my training to try and focus a little bit more on upper body. So now, especially with legs and my RDLs, I'm just like, you know, I don't know how much further I can just like keep going with this right now. You know, and so there's just been a part of me that's like, I kind of just want to like drop back a little bit and change my intent and work on just like hypertrophy, you know, just because I've been pushing strength for so long that it would be good to kind of put a little bit more focus on actually growing.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel
I definitely, I don't have the legs to match a 5-plate RDL. Like my legs are my best body part for sure. And they're definitely, you know, they've grown the most, but they aren't like a comfortable 5-plate RDL bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Like the thing is, you see people like Nick Walker. He has massive legs. Now, granted, there's a lot of other key parts here, but he does what he does with 3 plates. I'm like, okay, hold on now. You know, like I think there's a lot of benefit I can pick up from, you know, dropping just a little bit and like having a change of intent.
Yeah.
You know?
As loads increase, it gets much harder to feel squeezy with things, which is why
'cause,
you
know,
you don't really get that squeezy with things because you're at that 5 plate RDL. And you know, like, I think regardless of the rep ranges, the intent's going to be the biggest difference. You know, the rep ranges that you're working with, they're still going to get you mad big. You know, they're still working towards the overall goal of getting you bigger and putting mass on you while you're getting stronger. Like the good thing is that now that you're that strong, when you come down, you'll have that much better control over these still really high loads.
Right.
But you'll be able to put that intent into your muscle just a little bit better. So you will make more out of it. And I wouldn't be surprised you'd get squeezy with like 3.5 plates, you know, 3 plates.
Oh,
like
I was
stuff like that.
perfectly fine with 4 plates. 4 plates is
Yeah,
a
like that's
comfortable set for me.
yeah.
You know, if I'm doing it without intent, I'm working my way towards 20 reps. You know,
It's a hard movement to get squeezy with too. You know,
it's
the more you isolate your movement or you
really
become
just
more
intent
braced.
out of the bottom. That's really where most of it comes from, is what you're actually using to change direction out of the bottom. Which I've played around with, and that's kind of what I did yesterday. Is after my top set didn't go that way, I was like, all right, I'm gonna drop back and I'm gonna just like super focus intent here. And that's what I did, and it was a very easy like 8 rep set. And then by the time 8 reps was done, I was in my head again. Like I went to keep going, and I was like, I'll get at least 10, like no problem. And then I started thinking about the people that were fucking next to me waiting for the rack. And I went to start the 9th rep. I like started the hinge and just like picked it back up and walked it in. I was like, there's no point anymore.
Yeah, stop watching me.
Seriously. Yeah, I have a hard time with that sometimes. But yeah, so like 4, I don't really ever see myself going back below 4 plates as a working set. Just because I can take 4 plates well within the hypertrophy range, right? Like,
yeah,
you know, I don't have a problem there. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I've just kind of been thinking about that, and I've been putting a lot of attention on like the smaller stuff. Like you know, biceps, rear delts, shoulders. I'm just trying to round out like, and my triceps, trying to round out like those parts of my physique that are definitely like far behind everything else. And I finally found a machine for my bicep curls that I love. I like set up on it and I absolutely loved it. So I'm like, I'm just going to do this every day.
What is it?
It's just a Life Fitness, like seated incline fucking curl.
Okay. With your upper arm like stacked on a thing, like it's like on a brace.
So it's just like as if you're on a bench, except there's arm pads that set your arms so that they can't like sit back. So you get the full stretch in the bottom.
Yeah.
And it ends here.
That's cool.
And it's just like, it's really well set up. It feels good. And I just connected really well with it. And I can take it pretty deep because it is externalized, which is nice. But I feel it in the right places, which was kind of my problem with a lot of other bicep movements, is it just like, they always crushed like my brachialis. And so I would always just end up with crazy like cramping through my brachialis and just hurt. Which is kind of why I never pay attention to biceps. Because it was just a movement that never fucking went right.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'll just fucking stop, I guess.
Yeah. That's how it goes with body parts that you can't really connect too well with.
Yeah. But this machine, I think is going to be a game changer. And I'm just gonna keep hitting it every day.
Yeah.
And I found another machine. I don't have any problem like hitting my rear delts, but I really like this machine that I found. There's this second little room in the gym, and it has like a handful of random pieces in it. One is this bicep machine. Another one is this rear delt row machine. I was so hyped to find this.
That's pretty cool.
It's so good. It's
That's
so
awesome.
good. You're set up. You've got a chest pad that you can like actually push far enough back so you can get a full stretch.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you row, it pulls your arms apart. Like the path of the row is separating so that you can't actually squeeze your shoulder blades. It's fucking perfect. Like it's spot on. Love it.
Yeah, good
Using
shit.
it all the time.
Where is that? That's at the
Health
same
Works.
gym that Haley works at?
Yeah.
Okay. What is that place called?
HealthWorks.
HealthWorks, yeah.
Yeah. And then also in there is a pullover machine.
I saw that one. That one was awesome. Yeah. That's really cool.
And so I'm just gonna throw that in on all my push days.
Yeah.
And see if I can grow some meat.
Some little baby wings.
Little baby wings. Yeah, because I've never really implemented pullovers into my training before.
Mm.
And I just think it'd be an interesting little study. The reason why I never really implemented them is I just had a hard time connecting with them if I did them in like a dumbbell fashion or like a cable. But with the machine, I can like focus a little bit better. And with the way that one's set up, it actually works better. All I do in it is my intent is essentially what I do before I hit a rear lat spread is I pull my arms in and flex the lats. And that's literally what I do. So that you're you know what I'm talking about? It's super famous. Like everyone does it because it shows like your Christmas tree down through your back. I do that. And that's the intent of my movement is to get to that.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Is just get to that point. Right. And then slowly work back up, but keep my shoulders and my rib cage locked down so that it actually stretches my lat. And it felt really good. I was actually pretty hyped about it. Because a lot of times if I'm doing like pullovers or specifically like straight arm like pull downs, I always feel it in my tricep super hard.
Straight arm pull downs, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I'm putting more emphasis on keeping the bar straight out in front of me. And so when I come down, it's more of a flex of the tricep to keep the weight down than an actual pull of the lat.
Gotcha.
You know? So having a machine is nice.
Cool. Good shit, dude.
So like
that's cool. That's fun.
Yeah. I like finding shit that might help me.
Yeah, I always like finding like new pieces of equipment that you can really click with. It's been a minute though, and I haven't really I haven't had a dream piece like come my way in a really long time. I will admit. Yeah.
You just gotta. Yeah, I don't know. You've been training in the same gym for a while.
Yeah, I know. I tried to spice things up. I freaking may as well have just walked into the Edge Fitness, gave them $50 and walked out, which is pretty much what I did.
Oh, right.
They had like nothing there though. Absolutely nothing there. There was like all their machines were horrible. The paths on everything was horrible. Everything was taken, which was also horrible. So you had to like wait mad long for literally anything, whether it was a bench in front of the dumbbells, forget about a rack. They had 2 racks, which is ridiculous. And dude, this is like a gym with maybe like 200 plus people in it, like all at once. Yeah, maybe more. I don't know, because I didn't go in the.
You did your rows out, right?
Yeah, for a little bit.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. It was busy in there.
It was, dude. Yeah, like I couldn't row out of a rack. I had to pick that puppy up off the ground and freaking find my own little spot, which was literally right behind the rack. So of course there's like some kid with his ass in my face, like squatting, like, you know, or doing like snatch grips, like, and he's like throwing the bar up above his head, about to like fall backwards on me. I'm like, come on.
Just launches the bar.
Dude, this kid snatch gripped, went right overhead with it, and he like took like 3 steps back. Like it was like right on the edge of the platform, and his friends were like on the side, like, whoa, like, and I'm like right behind him, like strapped onto my bar, ready to like row. Yeah, literally. Yeah. But they've got I think they had a really cool cardio room. They have like a movie theater cardio room, which is kind of cool, even though I would never, like, even though I don't do cardio like that, but you know, that's kind of fun for people, I guess. That was like the coolest part that I guess that gym had to offer.
Yeah. It's a commercial gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No shot at Edge though.
Wow. When you move here, we're going on the same split, all right?
Bro.
That way we can actually train together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
the way.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah. We'll go on the same split. Because if we aren't on the same split and like the same everything, then what ends up happening is like we keep having like hop back and forth between, you know, what you got to do and what I got to do and all that stuff. So when you come here, we'll hop on the same training split. You know, if we got to make little adjustments here and there, then that's good. But we should be able to pretty much run the same thing.
Yeah, no problem.
But the leg press in this gym, that was the other part of my best. The leg press, I love it, first of all. Second, I'm on a journey now. I'm gonna fucking max that shit out.
You can pin that shit?
At least one set. So there's two levels of pins.
Oh, okay.
I'm like 2 plates per side off of maxing the first pin.
Okay.
So I've got 7 plates per side on there for 10. Yes.
Dude. Damn. 7 plates for 10 on either side.
Yeah. I could have kept going too. I went back and watched the video. I was like, I wasn't fucking done.
Yeah.
Of all things, I think my head hurt the most.
From pushing so hard.
Like one of the last reps, I like bit down so hard that my jaw like pinged. I was like, oh.
Damn.
I was like, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that would hurt.
Yeah.
We're gonna stop.
Gotta get you a mouth guard, dude.
I know. I could can't do it.
I think some people use them. I don't know if any of our boys use them. I don't think. Right?
No.
Yeah. I think squat like Chow does. No.
I'm gonna say I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either, actually. Trying to remember his name. There's another Asian dude. He trains with RP. So
yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so that leg press is fun. It has an awesome fucking strength curve to it.
Leg press?
Yeah. It is so weird. It's probably one of the first ones where it doesn't just get like stupid light at the top. Like it kind of holds its weight throughout the whole range.
That is interesting.
Which is very interesting for a leg press, specifically a linear leg press. So I love it. It's really cool. Otherwise, I'd have to start banding it, and that's a fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And I might band it at some point. But I'm gonna keep rocking with just throwing plates on there for now.
Yep.
Dude, this is one of the other things. The most annoying part about all of this is how fucking long it takes me to put all this shit away. Like I spend like
Racking.
I spend like 10 minutes after a set just like lugging plates around.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yep. I can see that.
So annoying.
I could totally see that. That's like the blessing and the curse of being strong.
Yeah. It's just like I'm so tired of putting plates away.
Yep. Yeah. The unrack game, dude.
Yeah. But yeah, 7 plates for 10. And there was more in there. The problem that I have with leg presses, and it really happened in my down set. My fucking feet start to go numb.
They go numb?
Yeah. So my down set, I did 5 plates per side for 20. And after about 15, my feet were just like numb.
That's crazy.
Like that buzzing numb.
Yeah.
Like they'd fallen asleep kind of thing.
What do you think that was from? The pressure of the pad? Or do you think it was from just your legs being up like that the entire time?
Probably a mixture of both.
Yeah.
You know. So it's always a little bit of a race against the clock.
True.
Sometimes what I've had to do, and I think the pressure is definitely like a big part of it. Because what I do sometimes, if I'm like into a super long set, I'll get up to the top and like lock myself, and then I'll just like take a foot off and like shake it, and then put one foot back on, take the other foot off, and then like shake it, and then go back into my set.
Bruh. Yeah, I'd probably like fully rack that shit before I went and did that.
It keeps me set.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's fun. I'm having fun with that. Gonna take that pretty far, I think. It felt really good. I like kind of got locked into a good position, and on last week's call, Nick was talking about like using the counterbalance squat to find like your perfect position. And so I kind of kept that in mind, because when I've done leg press before, I've always just thought about like having since I can see my feet, always having my feet set like a perfect way.
Yeah.
I always wanted my feet to be like perfectly vertical.
Yeah, like right matching the left.
Yeah, instead of having like any sort of angle to them. And I think it was just causing me more problems than it was worth. And so I got just like the little bit of angle that I always have in like the bottom of my counterbalance squat.
Mm-hmm.
And it was perfect. Like everything was spot on. It was so good. It felt really good. That was every once in a while, I'll do a set and I'll like do it perfectly. And I always chase this feeling, you know, as we've talked about before, like sensation isn't everything, but I'm very aware of when my quads are like actually doing work.
Yeah.
And when I had it set up right, it became very apparent that like they were actually fatiguing. Because I think a lot of times I just get limited by like my breath. But this time I was like, each rep I could feel my legs fatiguing, which was really interesting. It felt awesome. Like it was just it's a really cool feeling. So chasing that feeling down more often. It's that bodybuilder thing again, right?
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit of intent. I controlled my eccentrics a lot harder.
Yeah, it's like the biggest difference between a powerlifter and a bodybuilder.
Yeah, it's just the eccentric.
An extra phase of the lift.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's super fun. So that's kind of like my mission now in leg days is You good?
I was just gonna say, excuse my yawning, Brady. I think that 3 packets of that cream of rice just like shut me down.
Oh, did it? Yeah.
Yeah.
That happens to me sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm
I
currently
overdid those carbs.
I'm drinking breakfast right now.
Yeah.
Pro tip for anybody: if you are like on the run, where you're in the middle of something, and you can't just like have a meal, put, for whatever your fucking macros are, oats, protein powder, warm water. Okay. And not just warm water because it makes supplements taste better, but warm water because the oats soak it up. And then you have, this sounds so fucking weird. It's good, guys. Okay. You get like a chewy drink, but you can still like drink it on the go.
A chewy drink.
God damn it. You guys make me feel so stupid. But this is shit you got to do sometimes. Okay.
Yeah.
This is a great balanced meal of carbs and protein.
I feel like you're able to like, you haven't like, Brady is like a different breed when it comes to that. Have you ever been referred to as like a dump truck where you could just kind of like eat anything?
So back when I was a fat kid, I was called the walking trash can.
Oh my God.
I would just eat everybody's leftovers.
Brady.
Ah.
Wow. Yeah. I feel like that's like a superpower in itself, like being able to like just put back like oats and like
No, it's really
just drinking oats is different than eating oats for some reason. And like whenever I have tried personally to like drink oats, I get like I get like gaggy.
you gotta chew them.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Yeah, you don't drink it like water. You take the sip and then you chew it. It just makes it in a very easy to go container. It gives you something to do. You're chewing. Like, this is a great road trip meal.
Yeah.
Because you can pre-make these. You get like 8 shaker bottles. You fill them all with protein and oats, and you're good.
Did you blend it?
You can hear all of the fucking yard work that's going on outside right now.
No, you're good.
Okay, because this dude with his fucking leaf blower is going to town on all
Going ham.
like lack of leaves that are outside my fucking window right now.
Yeah, like what?
This dude is like going ham.
I don't think I can hear anything.
But now it's quiet. Now it's quiet. Well, if you were listening to that, my bad.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay. This is ridiculous. Anyway, yeah. So protein and oats, it's a great like option if you can't just eat a meal, because as you can see here, I'm sitting here talking on a podcast, but I'm also having breakfast at the same time. It's a little bit harder to do that with chicken and rice.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying.
Nah, I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. But in my training, honestly, I'm just waiting for my new split. That's
am I.
where I'm at. Like, Nick has some things that I think he's working on for my push days, but I have no idea.
Yeah.
So I have push today, so we're gonna go with the old plan.
Dude, I'm gonna do something a little different today, just because I'm like, fuck it. So the past 2 days I haven't been able to get to my accessory movements. So today I'm just gonna make it an accessory day. Just so I can get that volume back. Because I want that volume.
Hold on. All right.
But I'm not gonna do my own accessory movements. I'm just gonna do the accessory movements that I didn't do.
Let's backtrack real quick. First, why haven't you been able to hit your accessory movements?
So last night I was at the gym for straight 5 hours.
Dude, what the fuck?
Did only my main movements. and it was 12 o'clock by the time I was done with my last machine press set.
You did send me a message at like 12:30. You're like leaving the gym.
Yeah. And I texted you when I went to the gym.
Yeah, not like fucking 8.
Yeah.
It was 8.
It was 8?
Yeah, because I sent you the Zoom link at 9. I was like, oh wait.
Okay. All right. So then correct me. So 8.
4.5.
2. Yeah. So, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to go to bed instead of, and I had to eat too. So I was like, I'm going to go eat and go to bed. So I ate and went to bed around like probably 1:30.
I had fallen asleep and already waken up once.
Yeah.
Before you had even left the gym.
Really? Until you go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was yesterday's little spat. And then the night before that, pretty much same thing happened. I was at the gym for I was like well past due, and I was like, fuck. Oh, and that was the day I puked too. And I had dinner that was coming. So I was like late for dinner. I was feeling like doo-doo, and I was like already like a couple hours in and overextended. So I was like, I'll pick these up later, or like whatever. And then literally hopped in my car. I was like, okay, I feel okay. I didn't take any pre-workout. I'm good. Like, this is just me being a little bit riled up. It's fine. I'm like driving. And then like, I literally like turn onto the road that my house is on. I pull into my driveway and I'm like, really? And I just like open up my door and I'm like, just puke everywhere. It's like protein, TWAs, the creatine. I don't know. They'll leave a message. Hopefully not one of my clients calling. Oh wait, 8301. This is one of my clients.
Go. All right.
Brady, do you mind taking over for like 2 minutes?
Right. I'm going to do a crazy thing. I can pause the recording.
Oh, all right, dope.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. We're back. All right.
Sorry, guys.
I don't even know what we just left off on. I have no idea. Oh, your accessory movements and vomiting.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So, okay. So you've been spending way too much time not lifting in the gym for reasons that we don't know.
The reasons are me just getting wrapped up in conversations. So the first day that I puked everywhere, I had this one dude come up to me and asked me about his shoulder. So then I was like not working with him because I wasn't on the clock by any means, but I worked with him for like maybe 45 minutes before I started anything. And I was very tight on time. Not that smart.
Mm-hmm.
But I did it. And then last night, there's a kid that works at the gym that he works like and I didn't really get to like talk to him at all, like ever. And then for some reason we just like talked for mad long last night. Like I was on my machine and we were just like shooting the shit, I guess. Just like kind of talking about like work and like business and things like that and connecting with people. It was a nice talk. I loved it. It was good. It was a good talk, but shit just went that long. So yeah. So today I'm just gonna pick up a little bit of volume and where I left it, and that's that.
You gotta be more selfish, man.
I know.
You gotta get stretch marks.
I do have to be more selfish.
Yeah,
and I also my headphones were dead, so I couldn't like zone in.
Oh, well, that definitely doesn't help. But yeah, you gotta you don't have to be a dick about it, right?
Mm.
But you should approach it with, hey, I really got to train right now. Here's my number. Let's talk about it later.
Yeah.
Like, this is my time. Because it is your time. It's what you do. It's what you need to do so that you can continue to do what you do.
Oh, that's very true.
You got.
I'm also someone who like doesn't mind doing that, but it does affect a lot of shit. So it's something that's like a newer thing that I kind of have to work on. This doesn't happen to me like all the time either, by the way. But it does happen.
5 hours in the gym.
Yeah.
You're not really getting the workout you should be getting. If you're doing things and you're doing like one exercise an hour,
Mm-hmm.
What are you, a power lifter? God.
I know. I have my fold out chair.
Yeah. But you're doing one exercise an hour, so you're not even getting a good stimulus there. 2, you're not missing meals because you spent half your day in the gym.
I did. I missed a meal. I was up on everything though. I will say that. I was up everywhere, but it was obviously because I was
you were fully recovered. You basically took a nap in between fucking movements. But yeah, man, you got to take that time for yourself.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree.
Especially if you want to put on, some actual good amount of size in the next year. And, once you move in, nobody will bother you.
Yeah. That's the other thing. Like,
in the gym,
I don't know if you know.
Don't bother me.
I don't know if I don't think you really know too many people at the gym that Haley works out, maybe. But like,
I know a pretty decent amount of them.
Oh, do you?
Oh yeah, yeah. They just don't bother me.
Word. Yeah, I literally know probably like 85% of the people that go there, if not more. So like every time I walk down there, yeah, and it's on me for like encouraging the conversation because you're very similar in the way that you also like to talk and you're also very kind. You like to bond with people and this, that, the other. So it's really going to be on me to just kind of like learn how to just stop talking and then kind of leave it at that. Because I'm always one to like ask another question or get led down another conversation, and it's like, there's another like 5-10 minutes and then I accidentally forget and I maybe ask another question and then I'm like, shit, there's another 5-10 minutes. So
it can go on.
Yeah. I will say though, last night, one of the dudes that I was talking to for a little bit, he was someone that I was working with a couple of days ago. On his shoulder, he was carrying some shoulder pain in the front of his shoulder, and he said that. And we did the kettlebell overhead press the first day that we had kind of we got to work, and he had a lot of pain with that. And then he came up to me yesterday, and he was like, "Yo, no pain on the kettlebell press." I was like, "Let's go."
Nice.
It was cool. Yeah. Yeah, I probably could have left it at that though, instead of getting wrapped up for like 40 minutes.
Yeah, like so those are those things, right? Where if that person really wants like your assistance with that stuff and wants to have those conversations with you, tell them to book you. Book you or message me outside of this.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So either get paid for your time or push it off to
the most out of my time.
Yeah, exactly. And so, just your training time is your time. Right. And so like, I know a majority of the people that are in the gym, but they are all very aware that I'm in there to train. Right. It doesn't help that I kind of look like an asshole most of the time. And most people think I'm an asshole when they first see me. Just because I don't know. Apparently, I just look angry.
You, dude, when we were in Brockport, I've told you this before, you gave off like an intimidation factor. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I've got my headphones in, I've got my hat on, and I just keep my head down.
Yeah, that's something that
Like
something that I
I'll
gotta.
say hi to people, but most times when I say hi, the majority of it is just a hand gesture, right?
Uh-huh.
Use your
I
hands
feel
so
so
you don't
bad.
have to say words.
Yeah, I literally did
Of course,
that. Yeah,
now you've created that relationship with the people in the gym that you're gonna have to break it. See, I never
dude,
started.
I was just about to say 2 days ago that actually happened. I was like, these guys usually say, "Hey, Brandon, what's up?" And then they like come, they give me like high fives or like a dap or something like that. And then like yesterday, or that day, like he like did the same thing, but my headphones were in and I knew he was saying stuff. He was like, and I was like, and I literally just gave him like one of these, and I like kept going, and I was like, wow, I feel like a dickhead. And then I said, hey, how's it going? What's up? I gave him a high five. Like 10 minutes after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so
Yeah,
now,
dude. So
now,
now it's a little bit of like shifting the like what I've already kind of like made happen.
yeah,
Or like
I
I've
mean,
already done this to myself. Now I have to like undo a little bit of it.
yeah, you owe them the courtesy of saying, hey, I have to take this time for myself. You know,
Yeah.
um, if you want to chat and catch up, like here's my number.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, catch up later, but I got to train.
Yeah.
That kind of thing, right? You owe them that now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I set that precedent when I first walk in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
I'll gladly chat with people like after my training.
Yeah.
Right. And people always know because I'll take my headphones off and I'll like sit down and, then I'll go in and chat with people.
Mm-hmm.
My whole demeanor changes. Right. But when it's training time, it's training time and you got to be serious about it.
Word.
Yeah. Otherwise.
Yeah. It's very hard to get myself like mentally engaged. Even though I was like up, it was still like, I was just kind of like, oh, it's time. Oh, it's time. Oh, it's time. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a problem like not having or not taking enough time in between my sets. I get like all riled up. I'm like, I'm ready to go. And like I'll do like 2 sets in the same amount of time of like one song.
Damn.
And I'm just like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
like I get all raring to go and I can't turn it off.
I like taking my rest times for sure. I'll take my rest times. Obviously,
Obviously.
though that was a little bit much, but usually I'll take like anywhere between like 3 and like 3-4 minutes sometimes in between my sets and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been working on getting better at that. But then comes in the whole like uncomfortable feeling of people like waiting on me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's a weird balance.
I don't get that feeling as much when I'm at Worlds, which is kind of nice. Yeah. It's just the drinking of the solid foods.
It's pretty good. As a man, I'll do whatever I got to do,
Yeah, that's
But yeah, when you come here, it'll be all good. It's gonna be so sick, man. We can like
It will
film
be. It's
YouTube
gonna be.
content
It's gonna be.
together.
It's gonna be pretty magical.
It will be super fucking awesome.
Yeah.
We can film YouTube content together, like
Podcasts together,
podcasts together,
training together,
get you food.
bro. Some burritos.
Yes. Oh my god. I wanted one the other day so bad, but I'm like, I gotta finish this fucking tidy up so that I can push again because I'm so tired of like feeling stalled.
Mm-hmm.
I hate this limbo that I'm in. Like, I want to push weight so that I can, take my progress further in the gym, but I have to cut a little bit of weight.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I keep going back and forth, and I just need to like hammer down the taper so that I can just come back up.
Yeah. It's a part of it, though. It's a part of the journey,
Yeah.
This little recomp that you're in right now is just as necessary.
Absolutely. It's something that I needed to do. And, my body's in a much better spot than it was, when we started, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm ready to get bigger.
Yeah. And you're hungry too, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's nice.
Yeah. Coming up like that, man. Yeah.
Could go for a burrito. The cardio is definitely like kind of the key to everything there. And that's definitely something that needs to be talked about further at some point, is just like the importance of, I said that really weird, the importance of cardio in an off season, because I think a lot of people think that you shouldn't do cardio in an off season because you're just trying to gain weight, and cardio feels counterproductive to that from like a zoomed out perspective of, well, it's energy expenditure and you're trying to gain. So but it definitely needs to be talked about at some point. Maybe not today, but at some point. Maybe a blog post.
Probably a blog
post. So I can have time to like really write out my points and thoughts. Yeah, man. It's gonna be cool when you get here. I can just feel it. I can feel it. We're gonna have to film. We're gonna have to film a session in like black.
Oh no, for at least like 2-3 months.
I know. But we'll have to film a session in like black and white, like old school blood and guts. It'd be awesome.
War paint.
That's right. Yeah, that'll be sick. I'm excited for it.
I am too.
Yeah. Hey, let's look at some kid almost break his back. All right. If you're on audio.
Meanwhile, while you put that up, I'm gonna read some of the funny comments that I got back.
Okay. If you're on audio, I'm screen sharing, and we're about to watch a crazy video of some kid. I can't even call it a deadlift.
Yeah, whatever it was. I feel myself throwing my back out just watching this. I've seen shit like this in Pauling. Shout out to 4 of his vertebrae. No! What the fuck? That was you.
That was me. Man.
What the fuck?
It's funny.
Wait, no, what?
I went to that kid's Instagram, and he's totally cool about it.
He's totally cool with it.
He is getting fucking destroyed in his comments on like his most recent post. Like,
I bet. Dude,
how's your back?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's just like, feels great.
Yeah. It seemed like he would be okay with that. And all of his friends as well.
Oh yeah. So I for some reason couldn't log into my other Instagram, the one that I followed this dude on. So we're gonna watch it off of your story.
All right, fair enough. You're gonna miss the high fives after, and him literally laying on the ground after that.
Oh my god.
Oh, the toes, dude. Going up on the toes just hurts me so much.
Oh my god.
Ah.
Okay, hold on.
The Mortal Kombat clip.
That was great. All right, so first thing, this kid is trying to deadlift 475 pounds. All right, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's like almost he's like almost pulling like 5 plates.
Yeah.
So it is a pretty big load.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh my God, this kid's a fucking big load. First off, look at these shoes, baby.
Baby, please.
This man has Cloud Express on his
feet.
Dude.
Yo, right. Talk about
this
Cloud.
Dude, after on a dusty day, this dude's shoes are raining. All right. Like, this is terrible. Never deadlift in shoes like this.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's just you can honestly see why in this video exactly what happens. He can't get any sort of grounding at his feet, and so his weight is just shifting all over. There's a lot of other key factors, but his weight is just fucking rolling all over his feet because his shoes cannot fucking put pressure anywhere. They just it squishes, and then it squishes, and he tries to counteract the squish, and then it shifts to a different part of the shoe, and then he has to keep counteracting wherever the fuck the center of balance is going.
Yeah, dude. Play that again, and let's look at his feet here.
Yeah, so we're just gonna watch.
We'll break it down joint by joint.
Yeah, we're gonna start at the feet. All right, so there.
Already on the toes.
Yep, weights on the toes. Now he's shifting back to his over toes.
Oh,
yeah.
He's also going like right
now he's
to
over
left
heels.
As well.
Now he's back over toes. Now he's over heels. Back over toes. Heels.
Dude.
and toes. And he's done. Like, you can't do that shit. Okay.
No.
I'm so glad I only watched his feet there.
Yeah.
This video just like blows my mind that he somehow survived this.
It's time for his knees now.
Okay.
Knees, we're basically going to look for any valgus knee stress, any knees stressing inward.
Here we go. Let's go again. Okay. Nice. Yeah, good wobble. Nice.
Yeah, the hips and knees, dude. Oh.
Okay, so the whole like knee flexing shit. First, I think it's hilarious. I just think it looks so fucking funny. Because he's just up there like a fucking weeble wobble, just like
yeah, pretty much just humping this weight up.
Yeah, or he's like one of those fucking things you see outside of like a car dealership that's just like,
oh yeah,
that's what's going on right now.
Yeah,
and so yeah, if you are struggling to get a deadlift up, I promise you this is not the way.
Yeah,
trying to squat your deadlift in Cloud shoes is a really good way to do exactly what he did. Anyway,
and you can clearly see that like even a belt doesn't make this any prettier.
No. Oh my God. This is one of my favorite positions I've ever seen anyone in. It's just like his head is like 3 feet behind his heels.
Yeah.
And he's doing everything he can to keep the bar like balanced over his feet, which is why he's leaned so far back, but he can't balance because his shoes are just collapsing under him.
Yeah. Like he's already on like
and he has
an inch and a half wedge.
He has no leverage through his glutes, which is why he also needs to lean that far back because he can't use his glutes to actually leverage any sort of balance through his feet.
Yeah. He's definitely tilted back like scared dog butt.
Oh, big time. Because that's the, the thrust, the lockout, right? Is your hips come through all the way through the bar.
All the way through the bar. So far that you have to let go and step over it.
Now, so what happens here is when you see someone get to this point, what happens is since they have no leverage and they don't actually have the strength to lift what they're lifting, they will soon be propelled forward because they can't actually counteract the weight that's in their hands. Now, let's watch it happen. This weight's too much in his hands. He has no leverage, so he's trying to use his upper body to set the center of gravity back over his center foot, but he's not strong enough for it. So when he tries to then finish the lockout and stand up, it sends him right back forward.
Yeah.
Over his toes. Weight comes off. I don't know. Do you think this gets 3 green lights from powerlifters?
It got up, didn't it?
You know, powerlifting is okay. So real quick. Oh shit. Okay. Right here. Oh fuck. So so at the end of that, after he falls off the bar and out of the fucking whole deadlift platform, his friends give him a high five. Don't fucking be that friend. Okay.
Yeah.
First of all, if you're a good friend, you're going to see this right here and say, stop the lift.
Yeah.
I actually could not have fucking stopped this at any point.
This is actually a good like valgus knee stress, back super arch, posterior pelvic tilt.
His knees are caved. His lumbar spine is bent over. However, his thoracic spine is still flat. His head, or I guess his neck is below his hips right now. His neck is below his hips.
And it's cranked, dude.
Oh, yeah. And his head is leading the fucking charge on the way up. This is actually why he fucking passed out. So what you don't see in the end of the video is he passes out. When you put yourself in a position where your neck is like this, you've essentially cut off all airways. You can't breathe like this. Okay. I wish we could take this neck position and just like stand him up, because you would realize that if his body was straight, his neck would be like,
he would be looking at the wall behind him.
Yeah, it would be like,
yeah.
Like
literally.
And you can't breathe like this. Oh, that just gave me a fucking headache.
Imagine how that kid feels.
Okay. Anyway, so actually you can his toes are even fucking pointed in.
Thank you. Yeah. I was noticing that too.
His toes are pointed in. His knees have already caved. His ass is above his neck. Like, if you see this happen, do not scream for him to continue on.
And we're snatching. I mean, we're not snatching. We're switch gripping as well.
And we're switch gripping. Hey, look, it's me.
You and Jade chilling. Nice. That's my sister, by the way. I don't know if you knew that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Jade. Yeah, this is a great spot to stop it. All right. Whew.
Right there.
Right here. So our toes have caved even further. Oof. Oh my God. The knees have caved even further. He's literally pinching his dick off right now. Like it's being squeezed straight out the bottom.
Yeah. Like if you drew a line from his point, the point of his toe, a straight line, they would both meet.
Oh yeah.
In a nice little triangle, a couple feet out in front of them.
Also,
Damn,
so his upper back just like can't handle this at all. And so his whole upper back here has absolutely collapsed. Like he's fully protracted right now.
Yeah.
That's generally like a major sign for me if I'm seeing somebody deadlift, where if they can't keep a relatively neutral shoulder position, I know they're probably going to fold. Because when you cave in front of you, it's really hard to then also hold your lower back.
Mm.
It's just when your upper caves, a lot of times your lower caves along with it, unless you're very skilled and you're very comfortable in a fully protracted position, which most people aren't. But yeah,
From a mechanical standpoint, if your body can't do something, it's going to adjust itself into the best places for it to be mechanically advantaged, which is why all of this shit happens. His knees cave inward and the hips rolling underneath him to be a little bit closer to the bar. Like all of this stuff is just his body trying to make things mechanically as easy as possible for him, because he can't do this properly himself. His body has to change so that it can kind of do what it needs to do. My rear delts were pretty sore after that 295 also. I was like, woo.
Yeah. You'll grow an upper back from doing RDLs.
Yeah.
As long as you keep neutral,
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah. So
this is a fucking C. I wish we could see this from a side view.
Yeah.
Like an exact side view, because he is literally a C right
like
now.
Pretty much his hips are in the position where they should be if he was standing upright. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But hey, all right, he's off the ground.
The first 2 inches.
Oh my God.
Oy.
Okay.
Oh, now you see what I mean with the hips? Like his upper body is like here and it should be here. His hips are like in the right place if he was standing upright.
Yeah. His hips
not even though
are as if he's finished the movement.
Yeah.
And his upper body as if it hasn't even started yet.
His hips finished, but his upper body didn't even start yet.
Oh, but at least he's got a belt on.
Yeah. So. Yeah, it's a good thing.
Yeah. I thought belts were supposed to stop this from happening, Brandon.
Yeah. They're supposed to.
Are you telling me that a belt doesn't stop someone from having lower back rounding?
I'm not going to say anything. But
proof's in the pudding. Oh my God.
If this isn't a true testament to how strong the structure of your body is.
Oh yeah.
Because you would really think that this kid would have broken, like if there was any time to break something, it was there. It was right there. And then like for real, your body, your ligaments, the tendons, the tissues, the connective tissues, it can handle a lot.
You're not a fragile being.
No.
At all.
Yeah.
Right.
You can really handle a lot. People are really afraid though.
I'm sure he was sore as fuck the next day.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, like that said, I would never.
I'm sure he wasn't even feeling very good 10 minutes after.
Probably not.
But he didn't explode. Right, his hips did not dislocate from his spine.
Yeah, like his L5S1 didn't just go like this. Straight sheared off, dude.
Like this is exactly what I was talking about in my post yesterday. It's just like stupid shit where like his arms just should have disconnected from his body here.
Like Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah, or like fucking SpongeBob.
Or you beat me to it. SpongeBob when he goes to lift the teddy bears on either side. Yeah. He's like, yeah.
All right. Moving on. Okay. We are now in fully stood up position. Stood up, standing position. Locked
from
out.
The lower body down. Yeah. From the hips down.
Yeah. I'll give him credit though. I think he's still balanced over center foot. Barely. Maybe a little bit toe heavy.
I wouldn't be surprised to see his heels kick up in the next one frame.
As soon as he passes his knees, he starts shifting weight all over the place because he starts trying to bounce the weight up and just keep leveraging by going back and forth.
This is like a classic hips come up. And like when the hips come up before anything else, you'll notice that this is all low back and it's all kind of his upper body moving. And that's what happens when your lower body finishes before your upper body finishes. If your lower body finishes before everything else, or like right off the bat, your hips kick up, then the load is just going to be all on your low back, or it's going to be all up to your back to kind of hinge that up.
And
Oy,
oh
oy,
yeah.
oy.
Shifting feet right there.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, dude. He had one heel up, one toe up on the other side.
Oh.
And then he's got high heels on.
Oh, I love this.
Dude. We got to have this kid on the podcast. Ask him, what the hell were you thinking?
I think so. Like, walk us through this deadlift. Have you ever deadlifted before?
Have you? This is his first time. Like, what did 3 plates look like?
I know. Oh my God. This is
because there was a natural progression to this lift, obviously, where he started low and went up, and like,
you know what?
No one called him out at 3 plates for some reason.
No, here's what happened. Some other buddy in the gym was also deadlifting this day, and he put that on and he lifted it for 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then some dude got his ego hurt. He's like, I could do that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get some chalk. Went and got his chalk. Made sure he put his cloud shoes on. Yeeted in there. And did this.
Yeah. So you think he put it on himself, or do you think he was guilted?
I think this was already on the bar. And he said, I could do that.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah, there's like 2 scenarios. You've got the ego lifter like that, and then you've got the kid that lifts like that because he's just lifting with stronger kids than him, and they're egging him on.
Yeah, that's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's well, I can do that too.
Yeah.
I just haven't felt like it.
Mm.
You know. Holy shit. This is just insane. This dude has no pressure in this foot. He's standing,
everything is on that left foot.
He's standing solely on this foot, and all of the pressure of this foot is on the very outside edge.
Yeah.
You can see it, like this half of his foot is lifted. This dude almost fucking tipped over sideways.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised here he didn't blow his knee out. Because he's got so much force going sideways through his leg right now. I'm surprised
he made it. He didn't
blow his fucking ACL or LCL. Yeah, like that's fuck.
Tissue tolerance, man.
Yeah, like that's insane. This is so much force.
This is one of the worst deadlifts I've seen in a while. You should follow Louis Marco, dude. This is the dude I was telling you to follow because he posts funny shit like this all the time.
Yeah, I did.
All the time.
I watched some of it. Oh my God. Oh God. So now his feet are 3 feet behind his head. Remember earlier, his head was 3 feet behind his feet. His head
he's literally on his tippy toes.
So his head is here, which is like, it's like here, but his feet are fucking back here.
Dude, he literally looks like he's like ascending somewhere. He's like, oh, the low back gods are taking him away. Right. There it is.
There it is. Tries to take a step to save it. Bad idea.
That was he didn't wear straps.
Yeah, so that's my only kudos to him.
Yeah.
Is he somehow picked that up with no straps. So good on him.
Yeah. Finish him.
Oh my God. Hey.
The rest of that video, the guy like literally takes the katana, cuts his head off, and then like throws like a scorpion dagger like through the flying head, and he's like I was like, that might be a little bit too graphic.
How can you do this much weight on pull-ups? Seriously.
I don't know.
Look how effortless this is. How can you do this?
I don't know, Brady. All 140 pounds of me.
Yeah, but this is an extra 55, which puts you at like 200. 195.
You know, I didn't really think about that though.
Yeah. We're the same weight in this.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That was a 25, believe it or not, at one point for like 4, but I was just like, that was a little bit too much.
We're going to just dissect your lifts now.
Good. I was actually really happy with my pressing.
Yeah, this looks good. Good depth.
You know what it was? I just put my seat back just a little bit more. My bar path, like everything, it wasn't really moving and grooving, but I put my seat back just a little bit more, and man, it really opened things up. I feel way better. I will say my left side, like towards the very end, it was like below where it should have been for sure. Like I had a little bit of an uneven press towards the very end when things got a little bit more fatigued.
Yeah, you've got a little bit of collapse here at this hand.
You can see, yeah, that's also something that I saw as well.
Yep, you got a little bit of collapse here. So that's probably what your issue more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, I mean, the light makes this incredibly apparent, right?
Yeah, right off my knuckles, dude. You can totally see it.
For like half a second, I thought you were thumbing over on this hand and not.
No. Yeah. I also tried getting my breathing on that. Breathing was a little bit tough on the overhead stuff, I will admit.
Yeah.
Just kind of like reworking that little breath in. I've been trying it on all my lifts now, and it does help a lot. But I do find myself like patting my head, rubbing my tongue for a second for like,
right.
A little learning curve with it, but it's okay.
You know what really annoys me about a lot of benches is watch your bench.
Dude, that one was like this.
Yeah.
Horrible.
It's fucking all over the place.
Yeah. The screw on the bottom was loose. Some guy fixed it like through that set. We had like 4 or 5 guys like all talking, dude, like right next to me. And I was like getting dragged in it. The dude that I talked to pretty much all night was in the rack right next to me. We were all talking. Yeah, definitely the best I've felt about pressing.
Yeah, looks good
for sure. I could see a cookie on either side for a top set in the next like month, maybe. Cool.
Fun, man. I don't even know how to get out of that. Oh, doggy.
Boxer lover.
Yeah. Let's see what Nick's been up to.
Yo.
What's up?
Nick figured out his a little lighting issue so that he's not like all pasty.
I saw that. It's so funny.
I think it's fun how he can like do this and then still joke around.
What do you mean?
Like you would think that like it's just like he has like that little like comedy side with things.
Oh,
but he's like lifting like buco pounds, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he throws in little
like,
things that are really funny.
Serious. Yeah. Huh.
I never have much of it.
Yeah, he breathes way more than I really have than I ever really thought.
Yeah.
Like he's breathing pretty much through that entire movement.
Yeah, it's a fill up down into the bottom. He and I talked about it one time. He's like, just kind of think of it like an airbag. You want your airbag to fully explode at the bottom,
Yeah.
right? Fill the airbag right at the bottom so that you have the most impact and, structural tightness so that you can spring back out.
Yeah.
And you can see it really well on him.
Dude. Yeah, with me, it's literally like.
You just look like your hands are just like fucking each other.
It's like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Nice.
I swear it's my diaphragm.
See? He goes numb too.
Huh.
But in his arms.
From the pressure on the shoulders by now.
Yeah. Yeah, it happens in my feet, even on hack squats. My feet just go numb.
You got a lot of weight on there, man.
Just out here trying to get big.
More.
So many. Oh, did he rest pause this? I feel like he rest pauses a lot.
He rest pause on his leg press too.
Yeah.
I feel like we keep watching the same thing.
I know. Well, that's how you know you're doing it right. It just looks like the same reps over and over again.
Yeah.
His shirt just gets damper and damper.
just turns a different shade.
Yeah. Man, Nick's looking big.
I took some screenshots of him.
Did you?
Yeah. He posted a couple posing shots. I don't know if you
saw that.
Because I don't know if he posted. I don't think he posted like him posing yet. So I wanted to like keep this little shot. Yeah. What is he, like 12 weeks out?
Maybe.
Yeah. So I wanted some pictures for 12 weeks out. Just let memories.
Memories. Yeah. Yeah, he's looking big. Yeah, it's so funny. He's grown so much since he went down to Florida.
Mm-hmm. He has.
Here it is.
Yep. Everything else is black.
Everything is black.
Just so you can see his legs.
It's so funny. I tell you what, I don't see stretch marks in his hams.
Yeah, Nick, where are your stretch marks?
Where are your stretch marks? You even grow?
Ween dog.
I love dogs. I'm scared to scroll through Instagram. All right, that's enough.
Oh, it's so funny. Yeah, there's dogs right there. I was talking about Chris Wiener.
Oh. He messaged me the other day.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
That's cool.
He told me he was coming on as a client for you.
Yeah, we're working together.
Nice, man.
Yeah, man. Gonna get him big. Well, we're gonna get him small first before we get him big.
Oh yeah, you're gonna diet him first.
Taper him up just a little bit. Yeah, and get his lifts up.
Yeah,
and then we'll position him for a nice little push.
Go. Get him. Huge.
Huge. It's gonna be huge.
Huge. Oh my god. Oh,
Giant.
my body. Man. What you got going on this week, dude?
I'm going up to Kelsey's.
You are?
Shocker.
Well, yeah. I thought it wasn't for like another couple weeks.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay. I don't know.
3 days ago, you were like, "Yeah, not gonna be this week or next week, but I think the week after that."
Okay, just kidding, because I thought that was this week. I think it's next week. You're right. I'll double check with Kelsey. But I think she has a MEPS thing that she has to do.
A MEPS.
Yeah, so she's doing like her like pre-training thing. So it's going to be like Friday and Saturday, and it's going to be from like 5 a.m. to like 6 or some shit like that. So it's like I'd barely see her. I'd be left at home all day with whatever. So yeah, I just wouldn't see her.
We could train.
So I'm going up next week. We could train all day.
We could train all day.
Yeah, dead ass. I wish we had a place out there so that you could just come through and then we can train together.
Well, I'm sure there's other gyms in Bing, you know?
For sure.
And
We
I'm
could probably
sure more of them
find like
are
a
open,
serious gym.
right? Like I'm sure more gyms are open than the last time.
Yeah, there's gotta be.
Like I can't imagine a place like Binghamton doesn't have like some more decent gyms.
It definitely does. I just haven't looked, honestly. I just went to that gym because it was like the easiest one. Kelsey already had a membership. We didn't have to, I had to pay, but that was so janky. I freaking paid that one day we all went. And she was like, you guys are good.
Good.
I was like, what the fuck? I was like, this is racist.
No. It was because I worked for Corning.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So wait, so you worked for Corning and they just gave you a membership, or they just were like, oh, you work for Corning?
It was like my first check-in was free.
With like, is that like a Corning policy?
Corning has benefits all over the place. I didn't know that was one of them.
Yeah, or like, was this lady like of like an old like Corning alum or something? She was
No,
like,
I think there's a Corning discount. There's a Corning
Huh.
discount in a lot of places. Like there's certain hotels I can go to that I get like a certain discount.
Oh, dude,
Stuff.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, actually a lot of shops on Market Street, if I show like my Corning badge, I get like a discount.
You're like a cop.
I don't do that very often, but
Yeah.
like when I went to Dippity's for ice cream,
Mm-hmm.
I could get a discount there.
Okay. That's such a good name for an ice cream place. Dippity's.
Dippity Doodas.
Went to?
What was that?
Was that the place that we went to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where we went. And that kid tried to steal ice cream right in front of the cops. That was so funny.
Straight to juvie.
3 years old. Going in. You'll never steal ice cream again.
That's funny.
Good. Okay.
That's some good ice cream too.
It was good ice cream. I keep thinking that my internet's all fucked up because
you did lag just a wee bit there. You've been like kind of lagging. You lagged like 2 times. That's it though.
Yeah, because like there's internet people and they've been fucking with the internet here for the past couple days because the new building's getting all set up, and so it's been on and off. So I was a little worried.
Yeah.
But
having long hair, it's kind of freaky sometimes because like I feel like you shed like 5 times as much when you have long hair, or like but like based off of all the hair I sometimes pull out of like my head and off the drain, you would think I'd be like bald right now, but knock on wood, we're good.
do you think you'll go bald?
If I do, you know what's gonna happen. We're gonna get huge.
That's the secret, actually. It's to lose all your hair.
Yeah, I mean my bio died, but I think that was from using gear.
Oh, but
yeah.
What about your grandfather?
Full head of hair, and my grandmother, full head of hair, and my great grandmother, full head of hair.
Then you should be good. You should be good.
I don't know what my mom's side looks like though. They could all be like Buddhists for all I know.
Well, from what we know, you should be good. I'm pretty sure hair kind of skips like a generation. It's like every other.
Yeah. Well, good.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like as like a dude, we all kind of deal with that. You know, we're like, oh god. I see a lot of ads on Instagram too that are like
Bald. Yeah. I always wonder if I'd look
a
okay
certain
as a
type of
bald
way.
person. You ever wonder about that? Like, how would I look as a bald person?
I do think about that. Oddly, I have a nicely shaped head, so I'm like, all right, I'll just run with that, I guess.
Yeah, I have no idea what I look like.
I feel like you could pull that off, actually.
You think?
Yo, I feel like you actually could.
Now slide your hands back so that your pinkies are where your hairline is. Oh!
Okay.
Yeah, you can pull off bald.
I think you could too, dude. I have there's a picture on my Snapchat actually because there's a bald filter.
Yes. That's amazing. Oh no, are we stuck?